Hello, this is Christopher. Usually, it's hard to look for something if we have divided ideas on what we are looking for. This can produce a search for an unlimited amount of something, and that's as good as looking for everything. But we already know that we can represent anything. However, even the dilemma of an unlimited search reveals a fundamental truth. If we are to effectively define oneness, the most fundamental thing we could say is that oneness equals everything. Traditionally, we have always expressed this as the whole equals the sum total of all its parts. The whole represents one, and the sum total of all its parts equals everything. Of course, its parts are its relationships. Then, adding anything less than all its parts will equal less than the whole. Therefore, we may also say that without the whole, there is no value of one. Now, let's try it again. Oneness equals everything. Anything less than everything is less than one. Less than one is not oneness. Therefore, oneness cannot have the definition of anything less than everything. Of course, we see no reason why oneness shouldn't relate to us. We just demonstrated how it can be an amazing value of all relationships. But how do we go about adding such an amount of relationships? Easy. Through each of us. We do this already. It is a nature of our existence. Each of us naturally represents all relationships. Then oneness for us is recognizing or becoming everything. For those who believe we are one and everything already, then recognizing it or continuing to recognize it is the process for you. For those who believe we are not one and everything or right now, then becoming it or continuing to become it is the process for you. And traditionally, we have always expressed these processes as the nature of enlightenment. Then enlightenment equals recognizing or becoming everything. And since everything equals the sum total of all relationships, and all relationships can be expressed through us, then the sum total of us, which is enlightenment, equals the value of everything, which is oneness. Therefore, no oneness may be obtained if there is even one individual that has not reached enlightenment, because any individual minus everything will produce a value less than everything. And if there is less than everything, then there is no oneness to obtain. This does not mean oneness is impossible. It just means we cannot actualize it if we do not equal it. Now, if there is no oneness to obtain, then no individual may achieve enlightenment. In this case, the enlightenment of an individual would only equal less than everything, which is also less than one, and that is not the definition of oneness. Then we understand that no individual can achieve enlightenment if there are any individuals that cannot or have not achieved enlightenment. And that should sound like a big problem. That's like saying, in order for you and I to achieve enlightenment, everyone has to already be enlightened. But then the only way everyone can already be enlightened is if you and I already achieved enlightenment. But here's what this is exactly saying. In order for there to be oneness, everyone has to be enlightened. I believe this supports the idea that either we all go together or none of us go at all. For those who are working with traditional terms of reincarnation, this would consider that unless we all achieve an enlightenment together, there will be no oneness this time around. You can at least expect one more cycle. You will be reincarnated at least one more time. I cannot tell you the conditions of the next cycle, but I can theorize this. If at any given moment, in any given cycle, all individuals achieve enlightenment, then there should instantly be oneness.